Money is an important aspect of Imperator Rome. It allows you to pay for your armies, build buildings, bribe people, hire mercenaries, and much more. Your two main sources to money in this game is taxes and commerce. This guide will focus on the commerce side and especially trade. So I'm going to talk quickly for about 2 minutes about commerce, and then we're going to go in depth when it comes to trade. So as you can tell here from this game where we start as Rome, we are getting some money from taxes and a smaller amount from commerce. So to find out where this commerce comes from is basically a few different sources. First off, you have some sort of trade going on. And every import or export your cities do will give you some money from commerce. But this amount also is affected of other things. So if we click one of our cities, let's go to the glorious city of Rome here. So you can get money from citizens. And citizens give you a commerce value, which of course increases your total commerce revenue. And the more citizens you have, the more money you will get from commerce. You can also have buildings, that's marketplaces, and the marketplace increase commerce income. As you can tell, there are quite a few ways to increase commerce in this game. We're going to take a look at a few of them here. On the government, you can have different laws that affects things. This one, for example, national commerce income increases. Another way to increase commerce is to check on your governor. And each province have a governor, and you can pick a policy. And there are quite a few policies here that increase commerce. 10% commerce, 30% commerce, 10% commerce, and so on. You can also go to taxes, and you can increase the transaction taxation, and that will increase national commerce too. And you have a big one, and that is omens. And under omen, the religious powers, you have a blessing that will increase your commerce by a lot. And of course, there are technology, research that can give you more commerce. But I think you have gotten the basic understanding of commerce. So let's move on to trade. So trade in Imperator Rome is about trade goods. And if you look at the map modes, there is a trade goods map mode, which allows you to see what type of resource each city have to offer. And each city only have one type of trade good. If you mark, for example, I click at this one with wine, every province with wine in the world will show up. So if you need more wine, you know what to conquer. But what's so important about trade then? Well, let's start with this message, unused trade routes in capital. If we go here, you can tell that my capital province has 1 out of 2 trade routes in use. You can click the trade route and then you get the option to get new ones. But first, let's take a look at the things that's showing up right here. These are trade goods. And the ones that's actually showing up is, this is a province, has a lot of cities. And it's all the different trade goods that's in this current province. Each of these trade goods that's available in the province gives bonuses. If you just hover your mouse, you can sell like, oh, for example, we have cloth that increases local tax. You have salt that increases local fort defense. Woods that allows us to build a certain type of units. Same with iron, allows us to build a certain type of unit and so on. And if you have multiple of the same resource, you have two options. You can either trade it away or you will get extra bonuses. For example, now if I hover over the wine one, it says that Roma has 1 additional wine, and that gives me the following benefits. And then you can tell that having 1 extra wine gives local freeman happiness, and freeman is one of the 4 pops available in this game. These guys will become more happy if I have extra wine. But it's also a very special thing, and that is if it's your capital province. So if your capital province has surpluses, it gives extra bonuses. As this is the capital, the following benefits are applied to the entire country. So not only this province, but the entire country. Army maintenance cost -5%, which means surpluses in capital province is huge. So when somebody makes you a trade offer, it pops up here. And if you hover over this one, you can tell what the nation it's making the offer. You can see this one. And you can accept it or you can decline it. When you start the game, you're probably going to get a lot of trade offers, but since the capital province has such huge extra bonuses, The first thing you're going to do is that you're going to go to the trade overview. I'm going to click this button because whenever you have a surplus in this game, you will be getting trade offers from other nations. And if you click this one, you are going to remove the possibility for trade offers for a surplus in your capital province. You will still get them for every other province you have in your nation, but not in the capital. So block surplus. We are not allowed any trade offers that would make us lose our capital bonus. And then, of course, if we click trade routes, we can start trading for either things we are missing here or for things that will give us a bonus. So for example, we already have wood. And if we have a wood here in the trade goods menu, you can tell that each surplus in the province will give us 3% extra local tax. So if we want more money, we could be trading to pick up a few of these, get a surplus, get some extra tax. And it also, since it's in the capital, will give our boats extra discipline. As you can tell, the trade goods are divided in different categories: strategic resources, growth, population, military, economy, and technology. And the strategic ones always give you access to a new type of unit. For example, if you click the macro builder and you go to recruit for units, you can tell there's a lot of different units here in game. Well, let's say I want to create the war elephants. I can't do that anywhere because we don't have access to elephants. And that's where the trades come in. So for example, if I would like to actually be able to make elephants, I need to trade so we can get one or conquer a province that have elephants. And of course, it's the same for everything. The iron gives us heavy infantry and wood gives us the boats and so on. Growth is trade goods that will increase growth. And growth is, of course, your citizens, that they are growing, you're getting new citizens, new pops. And there are three types here: it's grains, it's fish, and it's livestock. And if you hover them, you can tell that all three gives population growth, but then they give different types of extra bonuses. Local production growth if it's in a province with a plus surplus, and if it's capital, you get more manpower, freeman happiness, freeman promotion cost. The population ones usually bring happiness or output, so they get more happy or they produce more. And different types of trade goods on the population, of course, increases the happiness of different types of pops. And military ones give different type of military bonuses. For example, as I saw before, salt gives local fort defense, starting experience, a supply limit, and so on. So different types of bonuses to your armies. And economy and technology gives you things like more tax, more commerce, more research points. And to trade, you only need to click one that's actually somebody is willing to trade you, for example, fish, and then you can pick a province to trade with. And when you trade, there's two things. You make money from trading it. So when we get the bonus, well, we also get some money. But we also have the other way around. That's, of course, when we are trading stuff away. And if we are trading stuff away, then the lowest one here is interesting. For example, here with wood, when you have a surplus in the capital, you get 10% extra disciplines for your boats. But if you're exporting it, instead of keeping the surplus, you're exporting it. You will get money for exporting it, but you will also get 5%, so you're getting half the bonus. If you take a look at the trade overview, you can see the bonuses we're currently getting from exporting. You can see the bonuses we have in the capital from surpluses. You can tell any imports or exports that's going on. And you can also see some effects to your nation here. So here we have a nation that I've been playing, and if you take a look at the trade overview here, you can tell we have a lot of trade going on. We have some imports, but especially we have a lot of exports, a lot of them. As you can tell, each one of these exports is making me a decent amount of money. We are making 96, almost 100 gold from trade. That is how important trading is to actually make money. There are different ways to get more trade routes. One of them is depending on the strength of your country. For example, here you can tell that for this nation I've been playing, Macedonia, baseline has been one trade route in capital. But since I'm a major power, I'm getting two more. So it's because I'm big and strong and scary, I've been getting more trade routes. Here in Rome, even though the base start of trade routes is 1, and I just started this game, I have 2. And the reason for that is, another way you can get more trade routes is through your governor. And your governor has different types of policies for the province. And the one I'm currently using is encourage trade. And that gives you one extra trade route, and it gives you more commerce income. So that's another way to get more trade routes. And of course, you can get more trade routes through technology. Right now, I don't think I have any that give me more trade routes. Some government forms might give you extra trade routes. There's also laws that give you extra trade routes. And of course, you can pick up trade routes in other provinces than your capital province. They may not be as important as your capital one because of the nationwide bonuses. But if you, for example, pick up a technology that gives you one new trade route in each province, that is going to be huge if you're a big nation with many provinces that all will get new bonuses. When it comes to trade goods and the surplus, there is a way to get more surplus, because if you hover the current trade goods you have in whatever province you have clicked, it will tell you how to get more. So if you read here, it says every 15 slave pop will provide an additional +1 cloth. And that's of course different for different provinces. Here's this olives. Here it is grain, here it is horses, and so on. So by having your population growing, at least with the right type, you will be getting more and more surpluses in different cities. And there you have it. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to press that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel for a lot more Imperator Rome content, guides, tutorials, let's plays. And of course, if you notice that I missed anything important in this guide, write it down below in the comment section. Help others out by sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much for watching.